love that car. That is amazing. Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Us.
What about us?
I don't know how you feel about it.
Okay. How do you think I felt with everything that happened over the last few months?
I'm asking you how you feel about it.
I'm asking you, how do you think I felt?
I don't know.
Do you ever put that in perspective of how I felt? What it was like for me to have you shake me and threaten me on the stairway, turn me around and I hit the wall and my ribs and
Shake you?
well, no, you grabbed me, you turned me, I hit the wall and I went like this and you hit my ribs and I hit the wall
I
and
hit your ribs?
yeah, you did.
With what?
Your hands. You went like when you grabbed me. You pulled me back around, you got me, you pulled me with this arm and you turned me around, you got me with your fist right here. And I hit the stupid railing and I was walking away. How do you think I felt?
How do you feel now, Karen?
But how do you think I felt?
I don't know.
You threatened to have Harold Strange's men bring me back and put a knife through my heart. You didn't. Okay, discussion is over. Until you can tell the truth. Huh?
I don't want to fight. I just want to ask you.
Okay.
Say,
How do you think I felt?
let me ask you this. I want to know, do you love me?
How do you think? Okay, can we just have an honest
I
conversation?
was trying to.
Okay, we are trying to have an honest conversation. How do you think I felt that day?
I don't know how you feel.
How do you think I felt that day? When you grabbed my arm and you turned me around and I hit the wall. How do you think I felt?
Hurt.
Scared? You threatened to have men bring me back and stab a knife through my heart. It's not funny.
Sure isn't.
It wasn't funny that you said it.
Okay.
It wasn't. And you hurt my feelings. And you scared me. Do you think you scared me?
Yeah, I think you're scared.
A little scared? How about a whole lot? Is that what you were trying to accomplish that day?
No, not at all.
Why did you say it?
Was that the same day?
I didn't answer my phone for 3 hours. And you pulled in behind me and I went to walk in the house and you're like, you started that stuff like, don't you be pulling that crap again. Thought you took off and I'll have Harold Strange's men bring you back and put a knife through your heart. What do you think you did to me? Tell her to go lay down. Yeah. What do you think that did to me?
I'm scared you.
Why'd you say it?
I don't know why I would say that to you, Karen.
Why did you say it? Not why would you, why did you? Lily, go lay down. Go lay down with Lincoln.
No.
Why did you say that?
I don't know, Karen.
Why did you?
I don't know.
Why did you say it?
I don't know why I said it, Karen. Lay down.
Why did you say it?
I don't know. I said I don't know.
Why did you say it?
I don't know why I said it.
Where did it come from? So I was trying to get from you last night.
I don't know where it came from. I don't even know why I would ever say that to you. 'Cause
So
that
now
would-
you're denying it?
No.
Why don't we just tell the truth?
I am
And
telling the truth, Karen.
You said it at the stairway, and I dared you to after you said it. I said, just do it then. Cause you'd already hurt me. And I'm like, just do it. Look at me. Why'd you say that?
I don't know why I would say that to you, Karen.
Why did you say it?
I don't know why I said it to you, Karen.
Why did you?
I don't
Where
know
did
why.
it come from? To
I
scare
have
me?
no idea.
Why don't you just be honest?
I am being very honest with you.
You-
Absolutely 100% honest with you. Absolutely.
Why did you say it to me?
I don't know why I said it to you, Karen.
Why did you?
I don't know. But I know one thing.
Huh.
I would never ever do something like that to you.
But you did say it. You scared me.
Okay. I'm sorry I scared you. I didn't mean to.
You scared me to death. You hurt me on the stairway. I didn't even tell the doctor when they asked me why my ribs were bruised.
Yeah, I know you told me that.
I didn't answer him. When he asked me why they were better this time, you know, I told him, it just took time. I didn't tell him you did it. Look at me.
That's fine.
I could've got you in a lot of trouble and I didn't. You hurt my shoulder, you hurt my ribs. For what? Not answering the phone for 3 hours? Look at me.
I'm sorry, Karen.
Where'd the threat come from?
I don't know where it came from.
Came from somewhere.
Come from.
Came from inside you.
Did it?
Did it? Because it came out of your mouth.
Are you telling me that everything you say is from what you think inside your heart?
Sometimes you misspeak, but you usually don't threaten to have somebody knife through the heart. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
So when you told me to love me again, that was.
I just woke up from anesthetic, and you should have let me sleep. Shouldn't you? We could have had that discussion later.
What discussion?
Anything how I felt towards you. But to try to pick an argument with me when I just woke up from anesthetic, it's wrong. No. You know what Sarah told you and me. I told her she was rambling about it the other day, and I won't. I've told her before that she needs to stay out of the drama, because I don't want her involved. She just mentioned what she knew before. I'm not adding to it. Now, you heard her say it too, right?
Right.
That Harold, that Katie had said that her church was gonna teach me a lesson that I'd never forget. What was the other one? What was the other threat? The other threat was, they had a plan to do away with me once and for all. Who talks like that? But you heard her say it.
Okay. So I heard her say it 1 second.
And you knew right after Terry said about the church's.
I didn't hear what Terry said.
I know, but we discussed it as soon as I got off the phone, about the church is taking up money to what was that stupid threat, that hire someone to kill me, take care of me once and for all. It's not funny. Do you realize how scared I was?
That's not scary.
35 pounds of fear. It's not funny. I mean, you knew back right on the day that it happened.
So we're ever gonna get back to ourselves? Are we ever gonna enjoy life together again or not?
Dave, you haven't even wanted me. And how long? Seriously.
That's not true.
I can't fix our marriage, and I can't fix you threatening me, and I can't fix you threatening to the other day in the car, you threatened to shut my mouth permanently. Did you not?
Sure.
It's not funny.
I don't think none of this is funny, Karen.
I don't think any of it's funny. It's me. Do you realize that? It's me that's going through this.
Alright, so June, let's talk. What's the answer?
I don't know. I mean, we don't live in the same room.
Cause I hit you in my sleep,
I know.
supposedly.
Supposedly, I caught you doing it one night and went, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't realize I was doing it. Dave, I had a bruise that big. I had a bruise that big on my
I didn't
stomach.
see no bruise.
I showed it to you and you went, oh yeah, I do see it. I had a bruise that big for 2 weeks. It's not funny.
Alright, so what do you
I'm
want?
not your punching bag.
No, you're not, and I'm sorry if I did anything to you in my sleep. I didn't realize I did.
I mean, I'm getting hit when you're awake. I mean, shoved when you're awake. I'm getting smacked in my sleep. I caught you. You did it twice. The one time I caught you, and the next time I just woke up screaming, and then I had another bruise on my stomach. I can't have it.
What do you think the answer is, Kim?
You think we ought to spend some time apart?
No, I don't wanna spend time apart from you.
I don't
Do you
know.
wanna spend time apart from me?
You know, Dave, I dream of being happy.
I dream of being happy too.
This isn't happiness.
What do you want to be happy, June?
How about someone I can look in their eyes and they love
Do you
me
have
back?
somebody like
No, I don't have one person that cares about me in life. I found that out. I don't have one person. Not one person in life that cares about me.
Why are you laughing about that?
Because it's funny. Dave, I
I
never thought in my life that I'd be down to the point that I have not one person in my life that cared about me. And I don't want to go all the way down and live with Pam. Pam's trying to support 5 people on Social Security and a part-time Burger King job. And I don't want to have, she made a tiny roast and was shredding it and trying to add a ton of vegetables to it, trying to feed 5 people. That's not fair to her for me to put another load on them.
Is that what you wanna do?
No,
You wanna get away from me?
I want away from being hurt, being threatened, and being scared. It's not funny. I don't, Dave, you would scream, you screamed at me Christmas Eve so bad that I threw up for 3 straight hours. You know, that one time when I was trying to get back on regular food, and I made an egg and I went and lay down. You went in and you yelled at me till I threw it up. You cannot yell at me. My stomach's full of swelling from you yelling and the stress of people threatening my life.
What do you think the answer is, Kim?
There isn't a far enough place I can run and hide. Seriously, if I had a choice, I would go.
I mean, I brought you out here to the country, up here, to get you away from things. And
You know what, Dave? Since we moved out here, anniversary, we couldn't go anywhere. Why couldn't we go anywhere? Because you wanted flower beds. And then you made weird comments to me when you were screaming at me about the flower beds and we couldn't go fishing, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. And I looked at you and I said, I hate this place. I said, well, do you want a divorce? Is that because you were screaming at me so bad? And you told me that, what was it? What was a weird comment about, well, Jack said we had to do it this way. I said, who's
Jack,
I don't know who Jack is. And then I said, who's Jack? And then you turned around, and later on that day I brought it back up and I said, Dave, what is going on and who's Jack? You said I already knew what I had to do since March. And I said,
We didn't move in very much, Karen.
I know, we put our house up for sale in March. See,
No,
that
we
did,
didn't.
yeah, we did. We put our house up for sale in March. The whole thing of it is if you didn't want me, you should have told me we're adults.
I would've.
And John's screaming at me.
This is talk about us, not John, okay?
Okay, I don't like being plotted against. I don't like being threatened. I don't like being hit. I don't like other people
Can I ask you a question?
threatening me. It's not funny.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you still praying?
I pray every day several times, and I feel like God doesn't need to hear me. What am I supposed to do?
What do you want to do? What's in your heart, Karen?
You know, Dave, it used to be that I figured I could love us for both. And I could make any kind of bad behavior you had, I could just overlook it. And we could just get past it, because I'm so passive. I just let things go. Do I not?
You say you do, yeah.
Do I? Okay,
You bring stuff up all the time.
okay,
That's not
but
true.
as far as when, in the middle of a fight, if you're arguing and screaming at me, I usually just take it.
No.
Not lately.
Never.
Yeah, well, you're lying.
No, you never did when you drummed me down.
See, that's not true, and now you're acting like John. And this discussion's gonna be over if you're gonna lie.
You tell me you didn't.
You're
argue.
lying. You're lying.
Okay.
Because if I wasn't passive, I wouldn't have walked away on the stairway. I didn't do anything bad to you when, or anything back to you when you crawled across me and you tore my, arm up the first time, did I?
No, Karen, you didn't.
I just lay there and screamed. And I didn't even know why you were mad at me that night. You said you were angry with me and you hadn't seen me all night. You came home, you crawled across me, you grabbed my arm and twisted it for no reason. How many,
Alright.
and I didn't do
Alright,
anything.
Karen, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I don't.
I don't know what to tell you either.
Well, I wanna know.
I don't know. And the whole thing of it is, I mean, if you want a divorce, that's fine. That's
I've
all.
never asked you for a divorce, ever.
I honestly, I can tell you how much I need per month and what I want on a house.
You wanna know what you wanna do.
Honestly, Dave, in my heart's heart, I wish you would always love me and always
I
been
always love
attentive. You know what? Love doesn't threaten people.
Karen, I don't.
How many times have we, do you wanna sit up here?
No, I'm good.
How many times have I took you screaming at me, said nothing, or just ran and threw up?
Okay, let me tell you this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you I'd never scream at you again?
You're an angry giant. You are someone that I actually fear anymore.
That's all. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You don't wanna try, so.
I mean, you honestly are somebody I fear anymore. Dave, one time I reached over to kiss you and you slapped me across the face. Remember that time?
No, I don't. When did I slap you?
Remember.
Okay, Karen.
Now do you remember?
Sure.
I'm tired. may not be the prettiest thing and I may not be young.
Do you have somebody else, Karen?
Honey, if I would have had somebody else, I would have been long gone a long time ago. There's no other man in the world that cares about me. I wish there was. It'd make life more simpler.
You wish somebody else would love you besides me?
I wish somebody would love me in this world. Nobody loves me.
Okay.
Nobody cares. I've never been so alone in my life. And you know, honestly, Dave, when we went down to look for a dress and I didn't get a dress, and then on the way home you started picking at me about Derek, then you started picking about other people with other faiths that I know, and then you started in on Allie and Pam, and then
Allie.
that's that guy's name from Africa. The guy that's a Muslim? The younger guy that she likes. And you know, honestly, that's her life and her choice. And honestly, it's not any of your business, and it's none of mine. And since they're just on the internet, they're just friends. But even if they were face to face, if you look into somebody's eyes and they love you back as much as you love them, nothing else matters. And like I said, I'm sorry I disrespected you that night in the car. But you know what, Dave? If you would have just made a stupid comment, I probably would have just rolled my eyes. But you started in on my family. It's my family.
I know it's your family, Karen.
You called me a blasphemer. You yelled
I
at me
did?
that I'd answer to God for it, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
No, I said she was a blasphemer.
No, you said I wasn't. That.
No, you told me before that she blasphemed
No.
God.
No.
Okay.
No.
You never told me that?
No, I never did. Never
You
did that.
told me that she knew better that Allah was not God. You said she said something about Allah being God.
No.
You did too.
No.
Really?
No. Ali had put something referencing the two religions together. Because that's how he's trying to make sense of it from his religious standpoint.
That's not what you told me.
Yeah, it is. You called me a blasphemer. You told me I would answer to God for my bad behavior. And for my thoughts, did you not? You want to just look down?
No, I don't, Karen.
Because you did. Call me a blasphemer. And you told me I'd answer to God for my bad behavior. That's okay. You even said the Pharisees would handle stuff like that. Do you know what, Dave? I would handle stupid Pharisees the stone.
Can I ask you a question?
Because you know what? I don't believe in hating
Are
people for
you
religion.
satisfied that this is over between us?
I don't believe hating people because of their skin color or their religion.
You're not listening to me now. Are you?
I don't believe in
You
hating people
don't
because of
wanna
their
listen.
religion or their skin color. Or even gay people. I don't care. It's none of my business who they love or who they worship. And when you realize you don't control the world, life becomes a lot easier. That's why I told you Jesus was mostly love. When you were screaming at me, that's why I told you. Jesus was mostly love in the Bible. He said the Pharisees would handle people like me. You know what? I would hand them the first rock. But the Pharisees were also the ones that killed Jesus. You did. You know.
Do you want to try with our marriage?
Try what? What marriage?
Then you're saying you don't.
This is an do you consider this an existence or a marriage?
Are you saying you don't want to? Is that what it is?
What do you want me to say? Is this a marriage? you threatened to cancel my insurance, you threatened everything in the world if I tried. Dave, what am
Well,
I,
if you're gonna leave, Karen, I'm not gonna carry you on my insurance.
you have to know the divorce is over. You know, Dave, I may not be the prettiest girl in the world.
I think you're gorgeous, Karen. I never said you wasn't. I don't know where you're getting this stuff from. I've never told you you're ugly or anything. Ever.
Really?
No, never.
How many times?
When?
Really?
When did I ever tell you you were ugly? Karen, where are you getting this from? In all sincerity, where did you get that from?
That sandwich looks amazing. It's got bacon and cheese and chicken. I'm sorry, I must have to quit anymore.
Okay. Well, you know, I've never taken my ring off yet, ever.
I don't want one. I don't want one. And it's not that I'm out there flirting with all these men.
No, okay.
Honey, there's not one man in the world interested in me.
Not that you wouldn't want 'em.
If they were interested and honestly loved me, and wouldn't punch me in the ribs, wouldn't threaten me,
I'm going to bed. Okay. I'm done. Discussion's over. You've already committed adultery in your heart.
I committed adultery in my heart by saying if I got a guy that wouldn't
Yeah.
beat on me, I would be happy. That's me committing adultery.
What do you call it?
You actually have to have the person to commit the adultery.
Bible didn't say that.
You know what, Dave? There is no man. There is not a man in the world interested in me. Not one.
Really?
Not one.
I loved you to death.
Love.
I love you till there's no end. I
Dave.
love you now.
Okay, come back and sit down. How do you think I felt when you?
I love you with everything I've got, Karen. I give you everything I own. I love you everything. I brought you here. I did everything I can for you. You wanted this house.
Yeah, I know, and it was supposed to be our retirement home. It was supposed to be a dream home,
I've done
and it's
everything.
been nothing but a nightmare.
Why? Why?
Because remember when you had your vivid dream, and it was your vivid dream,
What?
as you rubbed my head and told me I had to die for her. I couldn't breathe as you lay there and rubbed my head and told me I had to
Karen.
die. It's not funny.
There isn't one thing about this that's funny, Karen.
Do you know what it's like to have to live like that?
No, I don't. I don't live in the kind of world you do.
Because you torture me.
I torture you.
Don't you think that's torture?
You blame everything in the world on me.
It's not just blaming you. Dave,
Karen,
if
you
I
know what?
if I honestly could find somebody who didn't hit me, didn't slap me, didn't insult my family, and honestly looked in my eyes and loved me back for me, I would rock their world like I used to yours. And you still like it.
what?
You used to like it.
It said I didn't care.
But you know what, Dave? I'm not even pretty enough for you to want to touch me.
That's not true.
It's been months since you even
That is
romantic. Romantic. Have you been romantic? No. Nothing. I'm tired.
So am I. You work me like a dog. 7 days a week.
And I'm sorry, and I appreciate you working hard.
You don't understand what it's like to come home after working a 12-hour day. Every day. Right, Karen?
Yeah.
You didn't want to hear me, did you?
I'm sorry you work so hard, and I appreciate you working hard. That's not it. I don't wanna be
You're
threatened.
not gonna be
I
threatened.
don't wanna go out places and be
Yeah,
afraid to
that's
make
fine.
eye contact with people. I don't want you screaming at me till I run and barf. I don't wanna be hurt and abused anymore.
Okay.
I may not be much in life, but I'm a good person. And if you say I'm not passive and that I don't walk away from bad situations, you're a liar. Because you know what? Me and you would have never made it this long.
34 years, huh?
Because how many times, that's why the argument stopped when they did.
Years down as it is.
How do you think I felt, Dave? I may not be.
Right. Our whole lives ruined. Everything we worked for, everything that we loved, everything that we wanted together is gone.
Who's fault?
I'm supposed it's all mine, right?
Did I scare you?
Hmm?
Did I scare you?
No, Karen, you didn't scare me at all.
Did I have other people scare you?
I didn't have anybody scare you. Never did I ever have anybody.
Then where did it come from?
I don't know, but
It's
I
not
would never.
funny.
Karen, I'm sorry you've had a rough life, but it wasn't about me. Yeah.
You guys all had the same stupid stories and different versions of it.
Karen, I have never ever had anybody. I never talked to anybody about you at all. Never.
Then where are all these stories from all these different people coming from?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Because I don't talk to anybody about you.
Well, you were there when Sarah said it.
I don't care.
Did you? You heard it just as well as I did. You were standing right there. And you even acknowledged it.
And I'm telling you, Karen, I've never talked to